Hi, welcome to Bella's Yoga Room. I'm Bella. Today we have a new moon practice. So this is a really slow, restorative style practice. We are going to be starting lying down. So if you would like to get into that position, I've got a pile of cushions and blankets that I will be utilizing throughout the class. If you did want to grab a couple of cushions, a blanket, 3 cushions, pause the video, go do that, get yourself ready. We are going to be staying really low today. Okay, so when you're ready, just making your way down to the ground, coming onto your back. Just allowing the ground to support you. Just make any sort of modifications you need to. You can have the legs outstretched, or you can have them, the feet on the ground, maybe knees falling into each other, feet a bit wider than hip distance. Just find the best pose for you, wherever you find yourself today. You might have the hands face down on the mat to help grounding energy, or you might want to have the hands just resting gently on the body too. And let's close the eyes and find stillness. Notice how the body is feeling today. It's really normal for our bodies, particularly during a new moon, to feel low in energy. And so if this is you today, just know you're in the right place. Our energy will fluctuate. And it's important that we recognize where we are rather than pushing ourselves further and further. So giving yourself permission that these slower, restoring practices are a valuable use of your time. Maybe you're feeling heavy, tired, a bit run down. It's really easy when we're feeling like this to get frustrated at ourselves rather than noticing it and then thinking, what do I need? And giving ourselves what we need. And sometimes we need rest. The new moon is there to remind us that a new cycle is about to begin. And sometimes when you're feeling really tired and overwhelmed, it's hard to try and imagine, how am I going to be able to recreate something new? You don't need to do that right now. Right now, you just need to rest. Allow yourself to be in the stillness, in the darkness. And if the knees are up, let's go ahead and we're going to extend the legs out nice and long. And we're going to actually walk the left foot over to the edge of that left mat, and we're going to walk the right heel over to join it. You might want to cross the right heel over that left ankle, or you can just leave it on the ground. And then we're going to just bring that left arm to the top corner, maybe coming off that top corner depending on how tall you are. And then we're going to bring the right hand over, and we're going to actually grab the right wrist with our left hand and just inviting it over, creating that openness in that right side as we create like a crescent moon shape over here. So breathing into that right side, noticing that compression in the left side of the body and that open expansiveness in the right. Allowing both of those to be present at the same time. Nice, big, deep, slow breaths here. And then slowly release and start to walk the right heel over to the right side. Allow that left ankle maybe to cross over the right ankle, and then grabbing that left wrist with the right hand and then pulling gently over to the right. So we're not trying to really yank it over. We're just creating some space. Noticing that openness now in the left side after that compression, and creating that compression there in the right side body. Big deep breaths here. And if you can, for as much as possible, I would invite you to keep the eyes shut. Obviously, if you need to look at the video, open them. But closing the eyes can also help the body come back, creating that darkness as well. Our healing happens at night time when we're sleeping. Darkness is a helpful quality that we need to have, as well as light. And let's come out of that. All right, let's bring the knees back up, and we're now going to cross that right ankle again, but we're crossing over the left knee now. So the left foot is down on the ground, and then we're crossing that right ankle over the left knee, opening up into that right hip. And if you want to thread your arms through and behind that left thigh, invitation to do that. But I'm just going to keep those hands flat on the ground and just allowing gravity to sort of push that right knee away from me. Fantastic. Keep those big, deep breaths happening. And let's then allow that right knee to open back out and allow the right foot to come down to the ground. Let's get ready for the left side. So lifting up that left leg and then crossing over that left ankle over the right knee. And again, if you want to bring that right thigh into the body, hugging that in, there's that invitation. Just listening, what does your body need today? And each deep breath you take, imagine that energy maybe flowing to that left hip. And then as you exhale, any tension or pain, allowing that to exhale and leave the body. And bringing that left foot back to meet the right foot there. Let's hug those knees into the chest now. Maybe rocking one little bit one side to the other. We're going to open out those arms to a nice T position and allow the legs to gently. I'm going to bring actually my blanket there, and we're going to allow the knees just to fall over to that left side. So again, having that maybe support there. And needing a bit of extra support is not a sign of weakness. It's a great sign of respect. Giving to your body, gives to you every day. Giving it comfort, giving it healing. Feeling that twist there in the right side body. Big deep breaths and feeling that movement. And then slowly coming back to center. Maybe getting your props ready on the other side. Opening out those arms again and allowing the legs to fall over to the right side now. Again, noticing how does that feel on the left side? How's the body feeling? And then coming back to center. Having the hands on those knees, maybe just allowing the knees to come away so the arms straighten. And then hugging them in. And then pushing them away. Just a couple more times like that. Just noticing that movement. Let's do a few little circles here with the knees. Gonna maybe make some funny sounds on your mat, and that's okay, depending on your mat. And allowing those legs to come down. We're going to come into a supported, reclined cobblers or Supta Baddha Konasana pose. So you might want to just you can either stay lying down. I'm going to actually fold my blanket up, get it into sort of make a little sausage thing, or if you do have a bolster, that can be really great to use. I'm going to have that, put that sort of up to meet my bottom. I'm going to have my cushions on either side. Maybe fold them over. And then slowly coming back. And we're going to get those cushions so that they're supporting underneath the legs, bringing the heels, soles of the feet to meet. And if this is really intense, you can always take out the bolster. You don't need that, but we're just creating more opening in that chest. And you can always have the heels further away from the body or closer into the pelvis for a more intense stretch. So having the cushions just helps take off some of that pressure, because a lot of the work here is done by gravity. And so we're just bringing a little bit of support here, still getting that opening out. Hands can either rest on the body or they can be by your sides. Maybe even if you're feeling a little bit more grounded, maybe palms up, open to receive. And again, closing the eyes here if you can. Just allowing the breath to slow down, return to a calm cycle here. After you've made all the modifications you need to. And here in this supported, reclined cobbler's position, allowing that openness of the chest, the hips. And that openness is all we need to show during the new moon. That trust that whatever is coming in this new cycle we can make the most out of it, not to go towards that with fear, but with hope. And also maybe thinking, what do I want to create? What do I want to work on? What's one thing I want to see more of? You might notice spaces sort of opening up, just relaxing any tension in a surrender of this position. Couple more breaths here. And then we're slowly just maybe getting the hand to the outside of those knees, allowing those legs to come back in. We're going to make our way to a legs up the wall. If you don't have a wall nearby, you could also just put a couple pillows, if you have them, underneath your hips, under your bottom. And you could always just have the legs up. You could have them on a chair, table, just sort of resting. I'm going to get a pillow too and just have that underneath my hips just to give a little bit extra of a lift. And I'm going to also just rolling off, if you are on that blanket, just coming and bringing that underneath me, just making it extra cozy. You know what? You can even put 2 pillows underneath your bottom. It's totally up to you. So just making your way over to your wall or chair, just allowing the bottom to come as close to the wall as is comfortable. So the further away you are going to be from the wall, the less sort of that pressure on the hamstrings, but you can always bend those knees as much as you need. So making any modifications you need to. And then again, maybe have those arms outstretched, open, or you might want to have them resting on the belly or on the hips. And we're going to be here for a couple of minutes. It's our final pose today. Allowing blood and all that lymph just to run down the legs. Closing the eyes again if that feels safe and comfortable for you. Noticing how the body is feeling. And this practice isn't designed to magically give you extra energy, but it's about allowing the body to have rest, stillness, darkness, knowing that the light will return and that taking this time to rest is a valuable use of your time. noticing how the feet feel. We wiggle the toes if they feel a bit funny. And it's normal. And staying here for as long as time allows. Or if you're ready to get on with your day, then maybe allowing those legs to walk down, edging your bottom away from the wall. Actually useful having a cushion. You can sort of use it as like a slide, maybe coming to lie on the side. You could also stay here for as long as time allows if that's comfortable. Or if it's time to get on with the day, let's slowly make our way up. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you enjoyed the practice, let me know. I'll see you next time. Thank you.